Let's make a delicious salsa. First, let's look at our ingredients. We're going to use a can of diced tomatoes. These are fire roasted. Can of chipotle peppers and an adobo sauce. We're going to want some raw onion, a lime, raw garlic, and some cilantro. And there's a little salt over there. So we're going to do this in a food processor. It's going to make life way easier. We're going to take that raw garlic, throw in a few cloves. We're going to be doing this recipe in 3 food processing steps. So in this first one, we're trying to break it down into like a smooth paste to distribute. We'll do the other food processing steps in like chunks. So here I'm dumping in like 3 of those canned chipotle peppers and the adobo sauce. Add as many as you want for more flavor. That's kind of where all the flavor's coming from in this recipe. We're going to throw in like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in this step right here. And we're going to add our lime. We're going to cut it into 1/4 and squeeze that 1/4 in. Again, add more if you want. This whole recipe, adjust how you like. You can kind of dial it in for your own taste. So again, like I said, we're going to try to break this down into a paste. You don't want, a big chunk of raw garlic in a bite. You want that evenly distributed. So that's what we're going for in this first step of food processing. All right, now we're going to move on to the step 2. We're going to, in this step, add our cilantro. We're also going to add the raw onion, you'll see in a little bit here. Again, this time we're going to process it in like a few pulses and kind of equivalently dice the onion and cilantro. We don't want to turn those into paste. We don't want to liquefy those ingredients. We want them to remain as individual chunks in the salsa. So that's about 1/6 of a large onion right there, just to give you an idea of how much we're putting in on this recipe. So watch us not liquefy, just turning it into little diced chunks. All right, now we're ready to move on to the third step of this. We're going to open up that can. These are fire roasted tomatoes, gives you a little extra flavor, but any diced tomato will work. Dump those in. I'm using everything from there. I'm not draining off the liquid. That all goes in. And again, on this step, we just want to take the tomatoes, break them down, mix them in. So it's going to be like 3 2-second pulses. Once we get through this step, the salsa is nearly done. We're going to taste it and we're going to adjust for flavor. This is where you dial it in. So give it a taste. Right here, we're finding it's a little short on salt. We didn't add too much yet, so this is our opportunity to mix it in. So I'm adding right here like another 1/4 teaspoon. Adjust for how you like. Adjust for how salty your chips are. Also, adding a little dried garlic. It acts a little different than the raw garlic. I think they both go well in together. This stuff's a little nuttier. So we're just mixing that in. Let's see if we got it right. We're going to give it a test. And yeah, it's on spot. So this is really easy salsa. Put it out in a nice display. Put your molcajete out there. Pretend you use that to make it, but we knew this was really easy, all done in the food processor. I'll see you guys later on the next one. Bye.